Princess Luna encouraged me to reconnect with my friends from Ponyville after not seeing them since I left for Diomedes 6 years ago. I realized she was right and journeyed to a tavern called the Fabulous Serpent far outside Ponyville to meet those who had answered my letters: Applejack, Rainbow Dash, and Rarity. My old friends, however, are not how I remember them, as I discovered when I found Applejack already there waiting for my arrival. She has become harsher, bigger, and more jaded than the last time we saw each other. The left side of her face is badly burned into scar tissue from an incident that also cost her the use of her eye and her brother and sister. Applejack told me of the terrible luck and tragedies that she had endured in our time apart, losing her grandmother to ill health and both her home and siblings to ruthless loan sharks whom Big Macintosh had gotten mixed up with while trying to save Sweet Apple Acres from financial ruin. Now, Applejack works as a mercenary for hire, using her formidable bucking skills in exchange for bounty money against the kinds of terrible ponies and criminals who have taken root in Equestria, while Princess Luna struggled to learn how to be a good ruler without the experience and guidance of Princess Celestia to help her. I was still reeling from all this information when another pony from my past walked in. A malnourished, sickly mare I at first took to be an earth pony, but whom I quickly realized is Rainbow Dash.
Dark the stars and dark the moon. Hush the night and the morning gloom. Tell the horses and beat on your drum. Con their master, con their son. Dark the oceans and dark the sky. Hush the whales and the ocean tide. Tell the soldiers and beat on your drum. Con their master, con their son. Dark the stars and dark the moon. Hush the night and the morning gloom. Tell the horses and beat on your drum. Gone their master, gone their son. Dark the oceans and dark the sky. Hush the whales and the ocean tide. Tell the soldiers and beat on your drum. Con their master, con their son.
Twilight Sparkle? It really is you! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh! When I got that letter, I thought it might be some sick prank some pony was pulling on me. But here you are.
Rainbow Dash? Is it really you? I don't believe it.
It's me, all right. The one and only.
Rainbow, what happened to your wings?
This? Oh, right. Yeah, it's kind of a cool story. It, happened when I saved these two fillies from, there was this one filly and a timber wolf, that, could fly and, oh man, Applejack, you got huge!
Hello to you too, Rainbow Crap. Still running your mouth, I see.
And I see you've been using yours to eat your entire stock of apples.
It's good to see you both have a, friendly rivalry between you still.
This ain't the first time we've seen each other since we both left Ponyville. Our paths have crossed some on the road. Not often, but enough that this here meeting is too soon after the last.
Yeah, just my rotten luck I keep running into you and having to see your ugly face, apple bitch.
Rainbow, it's so good to see you. I don't know how to apologize for not contacting you for so long.
Oh, forget it. I know all about what happened. Spitfire told me about your battle, the coma, and Luna, and whatever. Well, she told me what wasn't classified, at least. I would have come to see you myself, but I'm kinda, banned from coming within 5 miles of Canterlot. Yeah, it's actually kind of a funny story, really. Excuse me.
Are you already drunk, you loudmouth idiot?
Hey, that's your job, Crapplejack. Hoarding all that hard cider and sweet apple acres and never giving me any of the good stuff. Oh, wait. I guess you can't now, can you? No cellars anymore, huh? No sweet apple acres either.
Right, that's it. You're looking for a fight, Rainbow Crash? Well, you fucking got one.
Bring it, apple bitch. I could beat you with one hoof tied behind my back. Always could, always will.
Looks to me like you ain't even got a lick of fight left in you skinny drunkard.
Please, you two, I just wanted us to get together because we were friends once, and I hoped we could be again. Please, just stop it. I worked so hard to find you both. Don't let old disputes ruin the here and now.
Fine. I'll let it fly this once. For you, twice. But I'm going outside for a spell to cool down a bit. I hope for your sake, Rainbow, you smarten up while I'm gone.
Apple bitch. I slay me sometimes. Hey, who do I have to show my rump to for a drink in this joint?
Rainbow, your wings. You said you were saving fillies?
Did I? Yeah. I was saving these fillies from a dragon when I had to make a split-second decision that was daring and dangerous. I knew I could be hurt trying, but this little filly who was out practicing flying alone, she had totally fallen off a cloud and...
Filly? Singular? I thought you said fillies, multiple. And wasn't it a flying timber wolf?
Well, there were two, but I had to make a decision to save one or the other. You see, so I picked the smaller one who...
You said you saved both.
What is this? Why are you doubting me?
I'm not doubting you, Rainbow. It's just... Rainbow?
okay? Happy now? It was just some stupid race. I'm so pathetic. I lost the one thing I loved doing because of my stupid arrogance.
Oh my gosh, Dash. I'm so sorry. What happened? I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, I totally understand, but...
Sure, why not? After all, I just love all the attention, remember?
That's not what I meant.
I know. Well, okay, here we go. My incredible story of stupidity. Just so you know, Twy, I'm the reason the Wonderbolts decided to disband, too. All because of this stupid race. And it kinda involves you two, but not directly. Are you gonna drink that?
No?
Thanks. Well, after you were gone and Applejack, Rarity, Fluttershy, Pinky, and me had all split up and gone our separate ways, I got back to training to take my mind off things. I didn't want to be a weather pony all my life. The princess was... Celestia was gone, but the Wonderbolts were planning to do a show every year in honor of her sacrifice. I loved the princess as much as any pony, so I pestered them to let me train with them. I thought that maybe if they saw me fly and saw how sincere I could be, they might give me a chance. At first, they were skeptical. But after the Young Flyers competition and seeing my sonic rain boom, Spitfire agreed to at least let me audition out of the usual audition season. After the interview panel heard my history and saw me fly, I totally impressed them enough to get them to put me on their roster on a sort of trial basis. Those were some of the best times I ever had. I got real close with Spitfire, Soren, and the rest. They were my friends. We joked around and stuff. I was so happy. I thought this was it, you know? This is what the rest of my life would be like. Hanging with the Wonderbolts and being famous someday and getting to stunt fly for a living. No more bucking clouds or filling out boring weather paperwork. After we learned you were alive, but might never come out of your coma, I tried to see you, but Princess Luna said no visitors while they investigated ways to bring you around. Sitting around on my hiney doing nothing isn't my style, but I couldn't think of what to do. I needed to do something. So I suggested we do a special show in your honor too, to let ponies know who you are and what you did for Equestria. The Wonderbolts agreed. Soren thought it was a great idea, and Spitfire even let me plan and co-coordinate it because you're my friend and everything. I guess that was when it started to go wrong. I got cocky. I pushed my friendship with them too far. Or maybe I mistook a working relationship for a friendship. Either way, I got too personal one day in how I talked to them. Ugh. Cue the Canterlot arches. for us to fly in and out of the Canterlot arches in formation all through the show, not just for the opening number. We're too sloppy at the moment. It needs to be faster, and our speed should be consistent throughout the routine. No slacking, no slowing down. Just speed, speed, speed. Then applause.
I don't know, Dash. That's hard to pull off safely once, let alone dozens of times in succession and in formation.
We've been practicing your original routine for days, Rainbow. It was good, but with the alterations you've made...
We need to give it more razzle-dazzle to make it more impressive. Good isn't enough for a show celebrating Equestria's greatest hero, Twilight Sparkle, element of magic.
You mean it's to make you look more impressive? I noticed you put yourself at the head of the formation on these new moves. You might be faster than most Pegasi, Rainbow Dash, but performing this kind of mid-air choreography alongside other ponies, it would be reckless for anyone, even you, to go this fast through the Canterlot arches.
What? Are you too chicken to do it?
Watch your mouth, newbie. Being cocky isn't the same as being good.
I'm plenty good. And you're right, I am a newbie, and I can do this routine easy. So it should be equally easy for you pros.
It's my responsibility as team leader to realize and act when I think something is foolhardy and dangerous for the flyers under my leadership to attempt.
Aw, come on, Spitty.
Rainbow, I don't think you should keep pushing on this. Spitfire's just looking out for the team.
You mean she's being a big chicken and thinks I'll show her up by being better than her in the show?
What did you say?
This new routine is totally fine. You're just being a chicken about trying something new. I'll bet you just don't want to look dumb in front of other ponies, and that's why you won't even try my new moves.
I am not a chicken, and you are out of line, newbie.
Rainbow, seriously, stop.
So why don't we race? Prove you're not a chicken.
I said, watch your mouth, Rainbow Dash.
Spitfire?
Fine, we'll race.
Spitfire...
Cool. I challenge you to fly to the Canterlot arches. Fly in and out of them 6 times without dropping any altitude, then fly back here. First pony to get back without missing a single arch wins.
Spitfire, no!
I accept your challenge, Rainbow Dash, but on these terms. If you lose, we go back to the old choreography and your place in the routine goes to surprise.
What?
Those are the terms.
You mean I wouldn't fly in the show at all? That's... Wait, what am I worried about? I can totally kick your butt in a race. You're on. And when I win, the whole team has to do my new choreography.
Agreed.
Awesome. Soren, make a starting line in this cloud. You can adjuncticate me as the winner when I cross the finish line first.
Dash, this isn't a good idea. Some pony is going to get hurt.
No pony is going to get hurt. Now hurry up and make a starting line.
Okay. On your marks,
You're going down, Spitty.
get set,
Don't call me that, newbie.
go!
I don't remember too much from the race itself. I know we were neck and neck until the last few swoops through the arches. Soren said afterwards that it was so close he couldn't tell us apart from a distance. I do remember Spitfire saying that the last arch was too small for us to go through side by side like we were, that it'd be impossible to clear. And do you know what I did? I yelled, "Nothing is impossible if you're me," and pulled out the old sonic rain boom to overtake her. I woke up in the hospital a week later. The shockwave had collapsed the whole of the last arch while I was flying through it, and my wings? I'm told I managed to crash into the memorial garden for the princess and completely wrecked it, destroying all the bones in my right wing in the process. The doctors said the left one was torn off by falling rubble, and that's why I crashed. I don't really remember. I hit my head pretty hard too. It scrambled me up for a good long while. By the time I got unscrambled, Spitfire had quit the bolts out of guilt for going along with the race. No pony knew that was the reason, though. She and Soren hadn't told anyone about the race, but it was only a matter of time before the truth came out now that I was awake. I was out of my gourd with grief and worry and anger at myself. I couldn't fly anymore and everyone was going to hate me. I checked myself out of the hospital without doing any of that counseling garbage. What was the point? I couldn't see anything worth living for now that I couldn't fly anymore. I couldn't even go back to my job as a crappy weather pony. I'm a high school dropout with no qualifications. And the only thing I've been good at, I can't do anymore. And worse, it's all my own stupid fault. Every bad thing that ever happened to me was because of my own arrogance. So, I was just going to end it all. Go to the edge of a cloud and let myself fall off.
Oh, Rainbow.
But Luna came to me and made me a deal. She was willing to keep the accident a secret for me, to protect my reputation because of my past service, and was even willing to help me make a cover story that I lost my wings doing something heroic, on the condition that I never entered Canterlot again. I think she was hoping that if I wasn't around anymore, the Wonderbolts might reform and tempt Spitfire back. I agreed, but I still couldn't fly, so what was I supposed to do? I got on a train to Ponyville to see if our friends could help me, but not even Fluttershy was still there. None of them came back. I thought about sending a letter to my parents in Cloudsdale, but I haven't seen them in years. Not since I moved out and went down to the ground to get as far away from them as possible. The thought of seeing them at all was bad enough, but seeing them after losing my wings was too much. So, I walked around town for a while. Then, I walked out of town and just kept walking and walking and walking. I did odd jobs in exchange for coins. Every town and village has a tavern or a pub, you know. And drinking, it made the bad thoughts not so loud in my head. Eventually, I fetched up in a little place called Huffington. Turns out, I'm still pretty fast on the ground. So I got a job as a courier. Kind of funny, as it turns out, since one of the letters I was given to deliver was addressed to me.
Rainbow, I don't know what to say. I mean, I want to chew you out for being so reckless, but... Oh, you poor thing.
Thanks, Twy. I guess I had to get it all off my chest eventually. I've never told the whole story in one go before. And you know, it feels a little better. Now, if Applejack could just stop hating on me for not being around when things went south for her. Speak of the devil, Pony, and he shall appear. Or she, I guess.
Shut your trap. Twy, you ain't gonna believe this, but your day just keeps getting better and better.
Oh dear, what now?
Best you come outside and take a look-see for yourself. You too, Dash, if you can walk your drunken ass that far without falling on it.
Hey!
Sweet Celestia.
Wow, that is a fancy carriage! You two stallions pull this thing all by yourselves? Those jewels must weigh a ton! The whole thing is covered in them! Holy... Are they even on the wheels?
Ahem. Her ladyship received a letter from a Miss Twilight Sparkle, which I presume is one of you, as your angry country friend agreed to fetch you.
I'm Twilight Sparkle, sir.
Her ladyship has agreed to meet with you, but she will not leave the carriage and soil her hooves on such muddy ground. You may enter.
Luna's hairy butthole! And I thought the outside of the carriage was full of jewels. That dress is freaking ridiculous! How in Tartarus do you even move in that thing?
Rarity?
What the?
That ain't Rarity, that's...
Fluttershy!